Hello everyone, hello. This is kind of early in the day. Let's see, it's 10:30. It's super early. It is early for me for recording. Typically. Would I like to do this more often? Probably. And probably through the summer. Our cooling systems are not reliable, so I may be recording more in the mornings. So I'm planning from June 24th through the 30th, last week of June complete. So as we flip over here, it is July, a nice crisp ending to a Monday start. If you love Monday start, just like in January, actually, it's that nice kind of complete start there. If you're not Monday start, though, it does feel a little awkward. So there's that. But we are starting on the 1st next week. I actually did not get the July stickers. Well, I'm not planning on getting the July stickers. Did not get them. Are they out? They should be out by now. Correct. They are out. I was thinking, I think she teased August. I think that's what she was teasing this last week. Catherine was. So, since I did not, and I love having these vellums in here, I did print out a vellum. I just got the paper, trimmed it up, rounded the corners like I usually do. I can tell it's just a little fuzzier, but really it's like just what I need here. So it's nice to have that backup. And I also made, it was my first time making some sticky notes. These are I got the super sticky ones. You just get the white, for those who haven't done it before, you get white sticky notes. These are, let's see, they're right here. The Post-it super sticky, I like, because you do have to peel them off, and then put them on a paper, and then peel them off again. And so you're kind of rearranging them a lot. I'm going to see, actually, if I can use one this week, since it is, this is the, let's see if I can use my words today. This is the June theme here to kind of match. And yeah, I just thought I would try that out. I hadn't done it before. You print out a piece of paper. It has the grid. So you just print the last page, then you put these on the grid, and then you run it through the printer again. Yeah, and then she has it so the bleed comes off of it, so it prints right up to the edge. So I thought that was pretty cool. This might end up being like a grocery list. I'm not sure. So I think I'm gonna just, I'm not sure where I'm putting it, because I have this gorgeous, it's not washi tape. It's more of a PET tape. I'm just going to stick that there for now. So this week, this is where I use my coping mechanism for the summer. I don't do well in heat. I never have. My birthday's in the summer. I wish it was some other time, because I've had some pretty not great birthdays, just because I'm crabby and literally, if you know the zodiac sign for my, well, I'm Cancer in the summer here. So anyway, what I do is I fall back on any type of water themes that I can. And a lot of that is fish, like this one. And when I put it down, I actually did a little test. It's very blue. And I love that. I might use this more than once this summer. I need to start going through, and I have so many stickers that I need to start doing repeats in this book. That's just what you have to do to use up what you have. So it may be a full month of fish here, And I do have my colors picked out for, since I didn't get the July like side stickers or anything, this will be a little different this time. That video is going to come out probably next Friday, because Sunday, it would typically come out Sunday, but I usually have a Sunday video. So anyway, I wanted to put this down. Ooh, it's right exactly this height here. So why don't we match that? And I do love having this. It comes up really nice too. Like if you accidentally stick it down. It peels really nice. I have to say, this being my first, well, there's a hair in there. Being my first time using this type of tape here, it's really nice. Let's see if I can line it up to the next page. It's going to be a little wonky, but it's straightening out now. Yeah, basically. So hi, my name's Katie. I didn't really go over that. I guess a quick background. I know people do like, this is my background. Neurodivergent. I have multiple chronic illnesses. I am a mom to a teenager. I do not like calling it special needs. My son is autistic, and amongst other things too. There's a lot of other things there, but that's all I share. Because a lot of what I'm planning also revolves around, supporting him. So he did fantastic in school. We're finishing up the school year here. Let me get my pens here. These are the two colors. It's kind of a purple and a kind of a pink, but then there's this blue. So I got these. So yeah, I'm just excited to finish up school, but then we do summer school. And that's just totally on me. I just try to find online resources. I just realized that in my stack of books here, I had gotten this book a while back and didn't read it. And I love this author. I don't know if you've ever read anything. The first book I read from him was, let me move this really quick. It's called Long Way Down. This is fantastic. This book was amazing. I read it so quickly. It's like almost in poem style, and there could be some inappropriate things in there. But he does, I'm trying to think, it's made for young adult. And I hadn't read this, and so I'm wondering, there is in the back, some discussion questions, and then the preview for the next book. So here, and I know nothing about running or track or anything, but I know this is the first in a series of 4. And I was just kind of reading a little bit through, and it's definitely, I love how he describes things. There's something that really paints the picture. I'm not a huge reader. I'm just not. It's hard because I mainly get a lot of information from YouTube videos and things, but I know when people who have heightened sensory experiences can write differently. I actually get a little bored with people who don't really go into describing what's around them. But the way this is written is just you kind of feel like you're there. So anyway, I found that. And yeah, Ghost by Jason Reynolds. I would highly recommend the author. So I'm thinking about, and then I found a quick guide online that I'm going to use because one of the things that autistic people can trip up on are deciphering intentions and, what's the other word for it? Inferences, because inferences are based off of life skills and how you're interacting with other people and processing what is typical in life. It's like, well, the motivation was for this person to do this, but for people with autism or any neurodiversity, it can really be hard to understand and comprehend why someone does something, because you do things different. And I remember experiencing this a lot growing up, of like just misunderstanding people, thinking they meant one word and another, not understanding why. Like I would go spend time with another family, just like a play date or something, and I'd be like, wow, I feel like, is this what other people are like? Like it's just, and then I didn't realize till much later that, yeah, like my father being, I would say we would be talking about it right now if he was still here, of just like, yeah, you're autistic. And my mom being probably very heavily ADHD. I've talked to her just a little bit about that, but I can definitely feel the mix of both of those and see those in my son. And so I think the more, and I have found like the more he experiences being in a regular school and he's at that capability where he can, and that's just genetics and luck, you know, it's not anybody's fault either way, but not fault, it's not any, it's just is, right? And I find it interesting how much he's starting to pick up a little bit more what that means. But I also know that his teachers are like, wow, he's making kind of interesting, kind of weird correlations. And then when I hear them, I'm like, oh, what do you mean by that? And then he explains it and it makes sense. But to just a surface, if someone were to hear some of that, they'd be like, what? And that's when, if you do hear someone saying like, oh, it's like, and it's just a weird correlation, and I mean weird in the kindest way, because weird can be good. I think weird is good. I don't mean, yeah, it's okay that I'm stumbling over my words today, because I'm still kind of like trying to comprehend today. But also that's how conversations can go. You can trip up over your words. You can have your intentions kind of flow and go, oh no, this is what I really mean. You are allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change your mind. And yeah, I think it's important just to talk about that a little bit. And that's what I do talk about in most of my videos, is just about what real life is like with this kind of stuff. Anyway, so we're going to work on, especially with that, I didn't read if this is a middle school or high school. I'm guessing it feels a little middle school, but I think it's high school. Junior Olympics is what they're trying to go for. So, yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. I do want to put some of the categories here so that I know with what space I'm working on. Work. And I did. So if you watched I think my diaries are, well, I know my diaries are getting more views than these plan with me's. So if you want the, actually, I don't want to put to buy there. I want that on the sticky note. So let's see. I might do this a bit differently. Come here, sticky note. Yeah, it's super sticky, but if you do it like that, it is going to get like hard to, it gets curly. It curls. But if you pull them like straight off as much as possible, then they don't curl as much. Let's see. I'm going to put to buy here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm changing things up a little bit here. And then errands. I think I'm going to put that here. So, to follow up from my diary on, well, I did it Tuesday, launched it Wednesday. So I've been running around trying to find a new lab. I do know there's an unreliable one near me that's like somewhat staffed, and I need someone to be there. So I'm trying to find some other options. I have an old lab that I went to that should work just fine. I'm just trying to find somewhere closer. And so I called someone on Tuesday. No one got back to me. I went there in person and found out, no, they're owned by the hospital, which I've talked about before. It just costs more. I could go there. I really could. And I do like an option that's just so much easier, especially if it's a fasting one. There's one I can make an appointment at and do like a fasting lab at a certain time and know that I don't have to wait much. I've gone to my old one where I've waited like over an hour because I was fasting. So let's see, go back to this one. Here we go. Then I stopped at a third one that had just closed for their hour-long lunch break. Got there at 12:15. They were going to open at 1:15, and I didn't have an hour to just sit there. So, and I didn't have time to go back after that hour either. So I've really been trying to go to different places. I plan on Monday of just going. And hopefully, if I plan this right, I'll just get the whole lab done on Monday. So we'll see. Because that would be nice to do while my son is still in school on one of his last days. And then I don't have to like run around back and forth when he just wants to chill at home. And then what else? So I want to have some room down here. I did pick a card here. I'm going to, actually, I can fit that all right here. It's a short card. I just read it. So let's do packages here. Yeah. I do like having kind of a dashboard for those. Some of the communication stuff I might be putting under errands and admin. Yeah, it's kind of all compressed a little bit more. What else? Because I'll do 2 videos, but I want to leave this completely open. I'm just going to say calm to make that a little shorter. And then there's some research here. Now, this is taking up a whole lot of space that when I go to take this off, there's just a bunch of blank space here, but I'm just trying it out. I'm going to try that out. So, do I want pink or purple? I think I want pink over here. This is a little brighter pink than I usually do. But it kind of has that warmer pink tone. Kind of in like this area, but not the dark. And then the purple, I'm going to put underneath here. Excuse me. It's a lot of pollen in the air right now. A lot of like dry, kind of feeling dry. I think I want to just put a little pink here so that I can like check that off. I just want a little bit more pink over here just to tie this in a little bit. and then I'll check those off. I know I didn't color in the whole thing, but I don't really want to layer the color either. So yeah, there's that. I'm just going to keep using this. So that's how it's like I kept trying to get this lab done, and I think that's an important thing, is that there are times when you need to establish a new either routine or resource, and it just takes time to figure that all out. I need to figure out, like, trying to line this back up here, to figure out what's possible, what my insurance works with, what, you know, all that jazz. So yeah, this is aiming downward a little bit here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. I do like how this tape doesn't really curl the pages, like it's sitting really nice on there. Let's see. But then I just kind of guess at that cut. So yeah, that's about how things are going. Also, one of my phone call to-dos was to, excuse me, check up on my specialty meds. And it's funny, I made an order on Tuesday, and then they totally canceled it and took out the the prescription altogether. And I'm like, oh, interesting, thanks. I'm like, factory reset. So that's going to take some phone calls. Fortunately, I am way ahead on my meds, and so I need my insurance to okay it first. It's kind of the first step. And then let's see, this is kind of going down a little crooked. I love how this feels. There's a very tactile, like, smoothness to when I'm putting this down. Let's see. I may just have to do it this way. It's very satisfying. No, that's still kind of going upwards. Okay, let's flip this around. Sometimes it's easier to do like this. So at least they're not gonna like just put the med out and just charge me like $20,000. That's what they want to bill for anyway. But I think I have to set up the whole system again. So I'm waiting first to get the approval from my doctor, who just left. Her last day was yesterday. So I know there's a nurse there who can kind of help out. So I messaged her, and I'll probably call her on Monday if they don't answer back. She has rushed a prescription before for me, but I didn't need the prescription that time. It was like, she's like, oh, here you go. I'm like, no, I already have a prescription and it's already set up. I need you. Actually, it was just an appointment to see how to take the drug. Oh, this is working awesome. Let's see. Did that cut though? There we go. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, and I started there. Okay. Okay, so that's how that's done. Well, it is still curling here a little bit. That's just the nature of things, I guess. And then one more here because it's making me happy. Let's see. What else? Oh, my husband's job is going absolutely fantastic. And sorry, this is kind of a wonky edge here. Just feel really fortunate, and they're taking good care of him too. You know, like they're not there to provide everything for him, but they're like, you know, providing a lot of catered lunches and things. And I know they just provide lunch like every Tuesday, which is super awesome. Like, I think that's really cool. Let's see. Boop. It's just going to be that. Okay. So, with our fishies and our blue waters, let's see if I can get this just a little edge off. My tweezers. Yeah, I'm not doing much. Talking and doing is kind of hard this morning. Okay. So let's go back here. And the card here is 3 of Candles. And that is Embrace Magical Collaboration here. My video was going a little slow, a little choppy there for a moment. Let's get this down. Okay, so I'm going to write this and be right back. Okay, short and sweet. Let's see. This purple's kind of throwing me off. It's like, it's more of a pinky that doesn't match. I kind of want, where's another purple? Is that a purple? Okay. I'm resorting to my colors here. So I went with like this purple, but I'm wondering about going over it with maybe a 620. Let's try that. That should be right here, and I think it's the one I was thinking. I have to say, like, the Tombow lids definitely don't match, but I am getting really good at predicting, like, oh, that one should be about like that. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. And it's blending the two, so it's not quite exact. That's better. I feel like that just, it feels better. And then I think I just want to do a little highlight line right here. Or maybe on both sides. I said I didn't want to go over this, but I am. Okay. That's a thing. I don't know if that's better, but it's a thing. I'm going to let that dry for a moment. And we're going to have Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday, the 26th, Thursday, like that, and that lines up with this one. And then Monday, 24th. So I have 2 colors here. Let's see, I'm going to get rid of this. Well, I'm just going to set that one off to the side just so I know which one it is. Let's try, I kind of want to like both. I'm trying to think how to do that. Let's try an over and under. Like that. Why not? And I can swap them on the next one if I wanted some variety. Okay, Thursday the 27th. So I'm saying though. Friday 28th. Okay. See, I couldn't hold on to that info. Friday 28th. Oh, it's just not going to line up. Okay. I think I want to put here. Put a little lower. 29th. And then 30th. And then this is just kind of like a weekend. Actually, I'm going to write that like weekend. So let's swap it up and do pink underneath. That's kind of nice as is though. Let's try a little purple under. Yeah. We can make it up as we go along. There. There's just two different ways of doing it. I think I like this a little better, but it's kind of fun. Kind of fun. And then here we write, that's where I do reflections. And put wins, what worked, what didn't. And then, oh, I'll put it up. I'll put it wherever I want. Let's see. Insights. I guess, why put it up higher? I like it when it's even. I am still thinking, like, where am I going to put these reflection pages? E looks a little weird there. Okay. I think I'm gonna do, ooh, let's do pink on that side and then purple over here. Why not? Why not? And then do kind of that pink purple here. Layer it. There. It works. It works. Like, when am I going to come to this page next year? Like, I'll flip through these books, but I do think about, like, how often will I actually look through these things when I'm done? I have a journal that I keep memories in, but I do like to look at things for, like, oh, maybe I just forgot to note down when I did something, and I can actually look back and go, oh, that's when I last paid for, or I last did something. So I would like to map that out in my A6. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Now let's see how the vertical week looks. And it is like, it does stay open for the most part. It probably would eventually close. But, and you know, you can put like a little clip on the top to keep it open. But I am liking this. The only thing I don't like is I do better with the numbers on every line. It would not look pretty if it actually said 6, 7. Like, I understand why she did it. I think I'm going to put this down at the bottom here. But I think that's why I'm like, oof, that... I have to check again with the hybrid. I think it's every other. Can I adjust? Yes. But the every other works better when there's a little bit more room for me anyway. So we went a little wonky here. I am getting this like vibe of the summer. I cannot put into words at all of like what that means, but it's like this vibe for the summer is not like how it's been in the past. There's just something a little different. It has to do with our circumstances of just like, I mean, a year ago, oh, where's this light coming from? There's some light coming in right here. It's because it's super sunny outside. So I have a little light coming through. It's, you know, so a year ago on June 14th is when I had my hysterectomy. So I'm just kind of thinking like, wow, a year past all of that. It's so nice to be on the other side of it. It really is like one of the most life-changing things I've gone through. Not only because it's good to get cancer out of your body, but it's that the quality of life even after that is so much better. Like, I understand having kids to have, like having a uterus to have kids, but otherwise I don't need it. Like, I don't need any of the stuff that came along with that. And I always hated it. I hated it so much because PCOS was just, I mean, I still have it, but I don't have like all those symptoms anymore. So, whew. Oh, let's see. Here, and then I forgot the out time. I think it's here for that day. So yeah, Monday is my day to sort out the lab stuff. I think that's all I'm gonna do. And as I'm looking at these hours, it's really helping me to see like, yeah, Tuesday I don't have much time at all. I mean, I might have just a little bit in between there. If you hear some talking in the background, we just have someone visiting. Let's see what else. We had lawn service here, and then we have to put out Ridwell here, and then we have recycling here, and then, oh, check on it here, and then it comes here. Oop. I kind of like the dot to be all the way over here. Why am I seeing, oh, I'm seeing shadows. That's what it is. Yeah, see, this helps map things out. And then I see like, okay, there's a bunch of area here and the weekend. You know, I've never highlighted the weekend. Let me just kind of do that. I'm curious because it just kind of sets that apart a little bit. Cute. Okay. I think I am going to do this here. Kind of make these stand out a little bit. Actually, I should probably be using purple. I don't mind going over it in purple. There we go. There we go. I don't think I have much else to write on here. Like, we have stuff this weekend. Yeah, there's just a lot less. Okay, well that kind of helps me see, like, I need to go do the lab. But I can't go too early because if I show up too early, there's, I mean, I might be able to cut in line a little bit because, yeah, or no. I don't know. I think I'll have to go like mid-morning. So let's finish this up here and get some fishies. Fishies. Oh, I like that. Yeah, it's hard to cut that end, isn't it? Oh, but again, very satisfying. It's like better than Scotch tape. And then let's see. So if we cut it, I wonder if I can do it with this one. That goes there. See if I can put like a little dent right here. Is that even cutting? There. So I can see it and then I can cut it. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take that as a win. And then I want to highlight pink and purple. The purple's more soothing to me. It's like, I definitely want kind of that soothing feel right now because of the heat. But, there we go. And then highlight the pink over here again. So I'm going to put lab and I want an S here. Script. So my lab and my script are like the most important things next week. Okay. Let me put my numbers on here. Eight, 9, 10. I can tell I am sorry, I had my notifications on. I'm a little less stressed because my numbers are smaller. I mentioned this before, but that's definitely an indication to me of just like, I'm more relaxed. And this last week has been a lot for just trying to get all of the, all the last homework things done. It's just, whew. And then now we're going to get into me supporting him. And I do take some time off. Like they're kind of like half days of work for him. So he is, off doing his own thing in the house. He's not roaming. So he's not too burnt out, but I need to keep his mind kind of thinking about things, math, and I said reading, and that kind of thing. Okay, the last thing I like to do here is, let's see if I can do it here. Oh, hello, little fly. Over there. Keep moving. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll put, it is, and then this, and then this, and then this. It's all the same things I typically do. There we go. Okay, I think that one is all done. This is pretty cheery. Last week was pretty cheery too. But I love having it change up each week. Like this was more chill, but this kind of feels like a shift. There's a shift going on here. So yeah, lab and script. I am changing some other things in terms of refocusing on what kinds of food I'm eating. So I might make little notes over here since I don't have any like appointments. I'll put like what I eat, but then like, yeah, just like extra kale stuff, extra, I'm getting into more lentils and just kind of more heavier protein things. So yeah, just that kind of stuff. I like it. Okay. So I think we'll do the stack here. Yeah, I don't know. I have plenty of sticky notes. I might just do a new one here. So there's that one, and there's this little one, just to see how the week looks. I think that's it. Because I'm getting pretty low numbers on these plan with me's, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I should keep doing them. I've been doing them for years. It keeps my channel consistent. I have to do these anyway because I need to see everything. I don't know when I don't think I've just gone and like done stickers for a week on my own for like 2 years now. So, excuse me. But people are coming for other things here, and that's okay. That's okay. I think the diaries they're fun because they're in the moment. And so I keep wanting to do them and kind of show how I just navigate. Because this is like, sure, I can hope that everything goes well here. And even to talk about this last week, I went schoolwork done, big project finished for my son. Like those were wins. We were celebrating for him. I'm just hoping they're graded well. Like I hope there wasn't some kind of trip up. Like if he didn't submit it exactly right, like he did all the work, it's all there. I'm just hoping because we're at that time where everything's locked and the teachers are just like, oh no, like I can't, it's locked. And I'm like, but she never like questioned or like helped my son go, oh, hey, I see you didn't put a link in. So we'll see. I think it's okay. I'm just going, okay. My mind's just making this a bigger deal than it is. We were stocking up on some things and submitting insurance info that just feels more secure. you know, having that insurance, like we had insurance, but it just was so expensive through the in-between times. But insurance is such a security. You can just like breathe just knowing that you have it. Having that haircut a little bit ago, like the shorter hair is just, it doesn't pull on my neck as much. Like I have thick hair, so I understand people who like grow it out long, who have thinner hair, like you can just pile it all up, or it just isn't very heavy. Mine is just, it hurts my neck sometimes. Loving the supports that I have. There's just like some things, and I might, that's another thing I'm thinking about. I have some things I've invested in for myself to use just every day. Two are purses and just other kinds of things that I just have with me that aren't planners that just really help. So I'm thinking about doing like what's in my purse or something about it. I didn't get to my complaints, so that's the thing I'm going to work on this afternoon, of just like typing those out. I might submit one today. We'll see. And it didn't work with the lab. Insights, keep trying, but the first might be best. That's referring to the lab, you know, like my first one that I've been going to, maybe where I just go back. Small steps, school out is a trade of my time. Like I was helping with a lot of homework, but now I'm going to trade to helping earlier in the day, rebuilding all of our securities here, just building up our savings, building up, you know, all these resources that we have. We have to rebuild a lot of it because we had to survive this last year. I just find it really interesting that all the hard stuff came when my husband was unemployed, but we were so fortunate to have resources to just we had resources. So school at home, complaints I got to get in, time at home, less peace. So I do have this need to feel to speak up about some things. I had to kind of remember some things that I'm like, why was I so upset at the time? And I had to remember back into that feeling. So I wanted to go back over my last week there a little bit because I forgot to. So think about any magical collaborations that you can do. You can have it just with yourself, of just like, thanks, self. That was really magical how that all came together. Or just like you have a lunch date with somebody, or have a Zoom call, or have a little text exchange with somebody and just feel like it was just a little bit of support and a little bit of magic. Let me know if you have any of that this next week or have had that in the last week. I love to read your comments. So take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.